Please excuse the beautiful background, but this video is how to upgrade the Rapide SL 45s, which that's going to be upside down for you. And we're going to upgrade that to an 11 speed. This is actually a 9 speed. And just building my first bike here. I've had these wheels and wanted to keep them because I thought they looked pretty slick on the bike. Anyways, we'll show you how to replace that 9-10 speed freehub body for an 11 speed. First, we just gotta undo the quick release, get that off the bike. Okay. Which usually you'll fight the chain and do the release on the brake as well to get that out, but none of that's on yet, so you gotta remove the quick release all the way out. Hold on to those springs. Put it back on for safekeeping. Whoops. We'll just leave that there. Now you need your cassette tool. Slide it right on in. Your chain whip. Pretty tight, which is good. Okay. You have to grab that whole cassette as one. That way you don't lose any of the spacers. Again, mine's just a 9 speed, so I don't even have any spacers actually. The 10 speed has them. Set that aside for now. So that's the part we're actually looking to replace, to make it wider so that the 11 will fit. Now, through the magic of television, you didn't actually see me wrestle that freehub body off right there. But to get that off, it's actually just snapped on. So you just wrap a towel or a rag around the freehub itself, and you'll wrestle it for a while. I didn't want to make a comedy video, so it looks like it just fell off right there, but what you didn't see is me grunting and grinning and trying to pull that off the wheel. And you don't want to pry it off. I did wiggle it back and forth a little bit, but eventually it popped off. Now when that freehub body came off, I know, all the springs and gears, not all of them, but half of them came flying out with it because I was using such pressure to get it off. So you're going to want to pay careful attention to how those come off and put the spring back on the right way. Now there you see I put a spacer on and it was kind of boogering up the spring, and there's the spacer going back on because the spring actually slides over the top of that. It would have worked the other way too, I just couldn't get the spring up and over the spacer. Anyways, there's the gears. The springs are cone shaped. One side is smaller than the other. There goes the other spring. Now what I didn't pay attention to is when I try to put this on right here, you'll see it doesn't go on. And there's actually a spacer between the bearings inside of that freehub body, and you can see the one bearing there on the side. And if that spacer, which just kind of floats around in between those bearings, isn't lined up on that middle spindle, it won't go on. So there's my pinky inside of it to keep it straight so that it will slide over the spindle. I'm not sure if that's actually called a spindle or not, but you get the point. Mm-hmm. And this should just go on with pressure. So this snapped on way easier than it did come off. And that's a new one that comes with the DT Swiss 240.
There it is. Cool.
So now the true test, putting on the 11-speed cassette, which I tried to have all lined up to be all slick, but obviously that didn't quite work out. And I actually did try to put the 11-speed cassette on that 9/10-speed freehub. And if you read anywhere on the internet, it tells you that 11th cog will not grab the freehub and it just spins. And so if you can grab the smallest cog and get the wheel to turn, then you have success, which it did work on the 11-speed freehub body like it should. Which all in all, I'm very pleased with how easy this process actually was. Saved me some coin, and I'm learning, so kind of cutting my teeth on this one. Upgrading from the 10-speed to the 11-speed. And not having to buy new Aero wheels. That's a huge plus.
That's not bad. I feel pretty good about that, dude.
Pretty trick, right?
Yeah.